Hello gold farmers, welcome to another Going Out Farming video. Today we're actually not going to be farming, as you could probably tell, but there are a couple of things. That was a cardinal. No, it wasn't, but there were a couple of things I really wanted to talk about. Most of it came up suddenly, but you may have noticed a new person on my channel, and that bird is following me, but that is not me. I'm sure a lot of you are able to tell. However, his name, or he's going to go by Serotimus, and I'm not going to really say a whole lot about who he is or why he's part of the channel or anything like that, just because I'm not sure how often he's going to be uploading. So until I find more of that out, more details about that, we'll probably just kind of keep it at, hey, he's a new person to the channel, welcome him, be kind to him, the usual. But the thing that came up suddenly, and I literally just started thinking about this, so to back things up before I even get started, all I really want to do is make a difference in this world, and I know a lot of you already know that about me, and that I struggle with that because, as many may know, it's really hard right now, especially to make a difference, because the way things are going the way they're going because everybody else is just kind of going with the flow. So in order to make a difference, I've got to stand out. Well, I'm starting to see that I am making a difference because I see that I'm starting to stand out. And before I get too much into that, I do want to cover this topic really quick too. But you're probably wondering how I'm so motivated and so energetic or so inspired, and I don't really have an answer for that because I grew up not being inspired. Neither of my parents were inspirational people. My friends, they're not very inspirational. No offense if any of you are watching this, but you don't really see that spark in their eye, you know what I mean? Like, they're just kind of going with the flow, and it really saddens me to see that. So I'm tired of seeing people like that. They just want inspiration themselves, but like me, they don't know how to get it, you know what I mean? And this is where one of my favorite sayings comes in at. It's all you have to do is, or all it takes is one person to believe. So believe in yourself and others will soon follow. I came up with that saying myself because at that time I was really struggling, rather my dad was beating down on me because he thought what I was doing was I was wasting my time, or rather my friend just thought I couldn't make it with inspirational stuff, or there's a lot of factors going on during that time in my life, and I was just kind of like, wait a minute, I don't believe in myself, so how are other people supposed to believe in me if I don't even believe in myself? That's like key number one to any kind of success. You got to believe in yourself before others will even see value in you. So it was challenging, but I started to slowly believe in myself. And I know I'm still not top notch believing in myself. That's kind of an impossible thing to achieve, which this was what one of my friends was, or the one friend that was telling me I wouldn't make it with inspirational stuff. Him and I aren't friends anymore, but he basically was saying I gotta follow my own sayings before I start going public with them. And it's just like, hey, look, I'm trying to follow them as close as possible. It's not something that you can just change right now. You know what I mean? Like, these sayings aren't meant to be followed perfectly or consistently or anything like that. They're just more so for, like, you know, oh, hey, yeah, you know, you're probably right. I need to work on that a little bit, or I need to focus on that, or, you know, you name it. But anyways, I've been making a difference, and I'm really starting to see that now. I've got people who are excited about my new book. You know, nobody's really buying it or anything, which it's whatever, you know. Small town out in the country. I mean, I don't got much options right now. But, you know, I got people excited about my new book. You know, and even if it's only 2 or 3 people, that's still 2 or 3 more people than what it was before. Which it is more than that, by the way. I've got a lot of good remarks about it. I haven't gotten anything negative about it yet, but I am looking, not really forward to that day, but I am looking towards that day. So with that being said, how am I making a difference, and how do I know? Well, as many of you also may know, I like to walk. I walk probably close to 3 or 4 hours a day. I'm tired of saying 4 or 5, or I'm tired of saying anywhere between 5 to 10 times a day because it's so inaccurate. But when I say, oh yeah, I walk 3 to 4 hours a day, that doesn't really change. So as I transition into that, sorry guys, I'm thinking here. But yeah, anyways, you know I walk a lot, so I obviously come across neighbors quite often. I'm friends with just about every neighbor. I wave to them, they wave to me. They usually wave to me first. That's usually how I like interacting with them, just because it's who I am. I don't like to feel like I'm a burden, so if I wave first, I kind of feel like a burden, because what if they don't want to wave back? You know, now they have to, because, you know what I mean? So I usually let them wave to me first and all of that. Well, one of my neighbors, ironically enough, on one of the days I was trying to promote my book to churches, because somebody had recommended that I should seek out the churches and see if there's anything they can do for me. So the other day I was reaching out to 5 or 6 different churches. Most of them showed interest. One denied me right away. Others I haven't heard back from. Well, actually the one that denied me right away was the one that my neighbor's son actually handed me I can't remember what they called it, but it's like a little pass out that they give for churches. But it had a couple of scriptures on it, and you know, that's really about it. It just had a couple scriptures on it, told us where the church was and all that. Well, ironically enough, he hands me one of those during the same day. I'm doing a lot of asking around, you know, and for those who don't know me, asking around or talking to people really tires me out. So much to the point I almost have to sleep an entire day afterwards. But I did it, and neighbor kid gives me this little flyer, and I don't know, I was just really moved by it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them a copy of each of my book that I have like on me for free. Signed, personally signed, and free. So I did that, and it really touched the kid because today actually he just stopped me on my walk and he was like, I really like those books. And so I was like, okay, cool, yeah, thanks. You know, not quite like that, but still working on trying to figure out what to say to people when they compliment me on my books, because I feel obligated to say more than just thanks, but that's all I say. So, you know, give or take. But I don't know, he's just really moved by my books. He loved the channel. You know, I have a business card that has my channel, my website, and a bunch of other things. So, you know, just I'm making a difference, and that's really all that matters. Yeah, I think that's actually all of it though. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.